Hey, it's your girl, Lady Mojo here with a new episode of Icy Comedy. Let's talk about it. Let's get right into it. Y'all ready?
Hello, everyone. Welcome, everybody. We have another episode here. Yes, and we got our guest, D Nasty.
Hey,
How are you doing, D Nasty?
girl.
If everybody remembers, in season 1, D Nasty came on as a host, but life got rough for her, so she had to leave me. But she's back today on episode 6 to talk about being a sugar baby.
That's
Yay.
right. My very first experience.
I know. So let's start off with the juicy stuff. So how and why did you? Well, let's start with why you wanted to become a sugar baby.
Okay, so I honestly contemplated being a sugar baby like back in college too, but I don't know. I feel like I just didn't have like the confidence and like like I was like cool back then, but I didn't have like I feel like what I have now. So I decided to not only like I didn't think it would be possible just because, I'm a plus size Black woman and it's a tough market out there.
So there's a market for sugar babies?
There's a whole lot more sugar babies out there than there are actual sugar daddies, I feel like.
Well,
so
for regular people too.
Yeah, so it's girl, I don't know how I managed to like get my sugar daddy. We're gonna call him Stan.
Stan
I don't know
man.
how Stan the man. Yes, he is, girl. Oh, he recently just gave me an air fryer.
So he wants you to cook for him too?
Well, no, he has to move. So he has to move for work to another state. So unfortunately, things have to end. But yeah, anyways, girl, where was I going?
So what is the definition of a sugar baby?
Shit, I don't know. Girl, look.
So like, what is the title? Like, what does a sugar baby come with? Like, what does sugar babies do? And then we'll talk about what the sugar daddies do. So what does the sugar does the sugar daddy request certain things from you and you have to fulfill them, or how does that go?
Personally, Stan doesn't request certain things from me. Like I'll send him like something, like I'll send him like sexy pictures, or sometimes without him asking, or honestly, I just make him feel good by giving him the best head I think he's ever had. I don't know. That's how I make him feel good.
So you live out his fantasies?
We don't really do anything like fantasy related. It honestly is like such, I feel like with our like little relationship, it's such a kind of laid back, super, because he's also an introvert, so we don't go out a whole lot and stuff like that. So he comes over to my place and we kick it, and he's even gotten high with me before.
Wow. So he likes marijuana. Okay.
Girl, yes. Yeah. So anyways, honestly, I'm out here. I don't know if I should say like the location where I live.
Well, what state are you in? Don't say town. Just what state?
Okay, yeah. So being out here in Colorado.
So it took you to get to Colorado to have a sugar daddy, or did you have one when you lived in Illinois and Missouri?
No, I didn't have one when I lived in Illinois or Missouri. I just honestly, I don't know, girl, but I think the white men out here love me.
You are very unique. You are very unique.
I look very different. I'm just like, I guess I'm just not the typical kind of woman they see. So I was
Okay.
surprised that I got a sugar daddy as fast as I did. I'm very surprised because
So
I
did
was
you
reading.
advertise for it, or is there a website that you go on that you say, "Hey, I want to be a sugar baby. I'm available."
I went on, okay, so I went on a couple of them. I went on seekingarrangements.com. Let's see. There's also one that's called sugardaddy.com. And there was one more I also used. I haven't been on it in a while. Shoot. I don't remember the name of the third one that I used. I have to look back on my phone, but
So did you
yeah.
find Stan the Man off of one of those?
Yeah. Yep, that's how I found
Oh,
Stan.
okay. Do you think there's a lot of African American women on there, or basically a lot of nationalities?
Um, from what I saw, it seemed like there's, a lot of black women, or African American women on the sugar daddy websites as well. So, I mean, I don't think it really, I mean, I didn't really see too much of the female side. I just mainly saw the men, and out here where I'm at, it's predominantly white men. Um, who are,
Okay.
they, especially the ones, I guess who have, well, there was this one old man I made out with him in his Lexus. I was like, and he fingered my pussy, and then like he gave me $150. I was like, okay.
150 for some fingers? Lord, what have I been doing all my life? I need to come on up off of OnlyFans and get in the real world.
Girl, oh my god, this shit was, I was like, what am I doing?
Living your best life, I would say.
I guess so. Like, honestly, I did not think I would, have like be sugaring is what they also call it. Um,
Hmm. Good
so
terminology, sugaring.
sugaring, yeah, that's what they call it. So I didn't think I would be sugaring, even though I, thought about it before in the past. But here I am, and honestly, me and Stan, we just get along really great. Like, his personality matches mine. So um he's like an engineer. So
Okay.
um that's
So
real
is there a
cool.
certain meeting spot? Is it a secret location, or how open are you guys?
No, he just comes over to my place.
Okay. Does he take you out to dinner, or is it strictly just in the home?
Oh no, we go out sometimes too. Like,
Oh,
um
okay. Sugar baby getting taken out.
yeah, we'll go out, and then there'll be times though where um like I was supposed to go, well, I was wanting to, like, yeah, I was supposed to go to a hockey game with him. But honestly, me being me, I just did not want to deal with a bunch of crowds and be around a bunch of people,
Hmm.
and I just was like, I'm a pass on that, unfortunately. But he invited me to a hockey game, but I didn't go. So,
So it's basically the opposite. You didn't want to be seen, but he was okay with taking you out.
girl, I didn't say I didn't want to be seen.
Oh, well, you said you didn't want to be, be around a lot of people. So I thought you didn't want to be
No,
seen.
it's not. No, like, we've gone out before, and we've been. I mean, like, when we first met, met up at a sushi restaurant. It was a pretty busy one, so
Okay.
we clearly been seen out together,
Okay.
and you know, you get a couple of looks, but I mean, so what?
Well, that's of course. I think that's mainly because it's just interracial relationship. Period. I still believe those
Probably.
are always going to get looks until the end of the world. So how do you decide how things like? Do you guys sit down and say, "Hey," or does he say, "I want this"? Like, how was his post? Like, what made you click on Stan and say, "You know, I'm going to give you a shot"?
Um. First of all, I thought he was kind of cute, and I was like, "He's cute." I think he's just so adorable. He has
Oh,
like he has like a boyish look to him. I love it. Uh, I thought he was cute,
wait.
and
He has a boyish look. Is he supposed to look like a boy? Or does he look
girl,
like a
I don't know. He just has like I don't know. I don't know how to really describe
does
that.
he
It's
have
just like,
gray hair? Is he older? Like, or you just
yes, he
mean like he
does.
has
He does have gray hair, and he's
okay.
older. He's in his 50s.
Mm. And how old are you?
I am 27 now.
Okay. All right. So that's a true daddy. All right. Yeah.
Girl, yes, he has 2 daughters, and I'm like, "Oh my god," and they're, like, both older than me.
Whoa. Yeah. Nothing solid there, baby. Because he ain't going for that one. That's
Yeah.
crazy. So, like, okay, so he just had a boyish look, and what else like attracted you to his profile?
Let's see. Shit. Damn. Because I saw him on the Seeking Arrangements, and I also saw him on the other one, the sugardaddy.com one. Um, his profile was just pretty simple. It wasn't anything like that was like, I want to say, was just like a long, some men put a lot of detail into their profiles and some don't, so he was sort of in the medium. Like, it was cool. I mean, he seemed interesting, and I was like, all right, let me send a message. I actually, it's a lot different than regular dating, because like with regular dating, the guys typically will all message me, but I found for the sugar dating that it was more like, I had to do a lot more reaching out. I had to send messages. I often didn't get responded to. So it was just yeah, I did not really get responses back, and I had one man ask me if I could come over to his place and um pretty much have sex, and he'll give me $500 as long as he gets to keep my panties.
I think you took that offer.
Honestly, I was like, for $500 and you just want to keep my panties, fine. But we actually never met up, so
How did you let $500 get away? Girl, I would have went and bought some 99-cent panties or something just for that.
Girl, look, I was like, if that's all that you want, you just want to be able to take off my panties and I guess have sex or whatever. It's a blurry line, because you don't want to seem like a prostitute either. Like,
But
you don't want to seem like you're like being paid for strictly sex, because that's not what it is. Like,
but isn't it what it is?
it's a bit more than that. Like, honestly, it feels like I'm in a relationship.
So you
Like,
don't have more than one sugar daddy. You only can have one at a time. Is that the rules?
we didn't really specify it. Each relationship is like, has its own thing, what the people want. And like, Stan is super laid back, and like he's kind of like, I feel like he's kind of like a go with the flow kind of guy too. So um yeah, he we didn't really have like specific parameters or anything. He was just like, he likes to have one sugar baby at a time. That's just how he likes to do things, and it was also hard to talk about exclusivity, because he also, just didn't know where he would be with his job and whether or not his job would have him relocate. So
Is he sad that he's leaving?
I think so.
What if he wanted to pack you up to go with him?
Girl,
Would you go?
no.
Oh. Oh, okay. So I looked up the definition of sugar baby, because we all know Google is the number one to go to. And it says a younger person who provides romantic companionship or sexual intimacy to a wealthy older person in return for gifts or financial support.
Yep.
I need a sugar daddy.
Girl, shit, get you one.
I don't know. I'm old. They might try to make me the sugar mama.
Girl.
I'm ready for all of that. No.
I don't know how some people can do it, because it's expensive.
It truly is. So how did you guys decide on how he was going to compensate you for, like, like, did he say, I want you to suck my balls every Thursday for $250 or I think he got straight to it. I'm just figuring he got straight to it.
No, honestly, no. It was just sort of like, he likes to pay per meeting. So like every time we hang out, he'll give me money, when we hang out. And if we do something, sexual, that's fine. He gives me a little extra. Um, if not, then
A
he
little
just gives
extra.
me like the usual, I guess. What because he's my first
Mm.
sugar daddy, but I'm not his first sugar baby. So he's had
Mm.
this kind of arrangement before.
Do you think he's cheap?
Do I think he's cheap?
Like, do you feel like his amount is low and you're just kind of going with it because it's your first time? Or do you feel like you are worth more than that? Like, do you think you should start like charging, like Kevin, your own price?
Girl, if only.
I don't know how
uh,
good it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can start making your own,
there's
blowjobs, 150, fingering 50 or 75. You know what? That's a hell of a chart right there to give out to people. Whoa, that would be crazy as heck. But so you're not his first. So he's aware of how this goes because obviously he's on two sites, so he knows how it goes.
yeah.
Is he demanding, like when he wants to see you, do you need to be available, or is he okay if you're like, hey, I'm busy at this time?
Yeah, no, like I said, he's super laid back. Like he's not I feel fortunate because I'm sure there are some very demanding sugar daddies out there who are like, I want to see you at this time, be there. If you're not, we're not doing, you know what I mean? Just very like he's like Stan is super laid back. He like I said, he's just an easy going. I truly feel like I got lucky. So that back to your question about do I think he's cheap? I don't think he's cheap. I think like he gives me what he thinks is fair, and I think it's also fair. I mean, would I love to be getting more? Sure, of course. Who wouldn't?
Yeah,
But
I'm still thinking about that $500.
I mean, but I truly enjoy his company. As I know that sounds so like corny, but
So does he have
I
rules? Like you can't mess with anybody else while with him? Does he have certain rules, or you can't call him
we
after a certain time?
we never discussed that.
Mm. So what if
Yeah,
you're horny? Are you able to just call him and be like, "Hey, come over, sugar daddy," or do you have to wait for
girl.
him to want you?
Good question. It varies because I know like he gets busy sometimes, so it varies. Like, if he can make it by, and I'm like, or if he asks me out, and I'm like, I don't feel like it. He'd be like, okay, that's no big deal. Or or if I say, because like we were supposed to hang out this week, but he had to go out of town for work, so that had to get pushed back till this week. So,
If you get
or
paid every time you see him, there would never be no denying in my part. I'd be like, come on. That's money in the pocket. You say every time you see him, you get paid, right?
pretty much, yeah.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be denying him nothing. I'd be like, come on, I'm asleep,
I
but come
don't
on over.
no, I wouldn't say like I deny him or anything like that. Girl, he can get whatever he wants from me. But
Sounds like you are really interested in staying the man.
yes, Stan is the man. Stan knows how to eat some pussy too. So yes.
Well, I think that I think your title might be a sugar baby, but it sounds like you're more in a relationship, like an arranged relationship, kind of. Like you guys can come and go, it sounds like, but it just still seems like the way you kind of get Getty behind him, it sounds like Stan's putting it on you. Yeah.
I
It'll be
don't
hard to top
know.
you. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to top you when he moves. I don't think he's
I'm
gonna find another sugar baby as exciting.
I do get pretty excited about Stan. I really do. I just really like seeing him. I like being around him. He's cool, you know. He's just like he's a real cool guy. And like I said, I feel like I got really lucky, especially being like knowing that. I mean, there's a type for everybody, that's true, but you know, when I was like looking into being a sugar baby and was really um sort of being more serious about it, I was doing some, you know, online research, looking up all kinds of shit, and you know, it just seemed like there's a consensus that many sugar daddies want you to look a certain way. So
Mhm.
um you know, if you fall out of line of what that desired look is, then it's a lot harder to find a sugar daddy,
Mhm.
because unfortunately it is still about looks, unfortunately.
Yeah,
um
you don't want to be hunching on something that don't look right. I wouldn't.
girl,
You got to be attractive in some type of way. I mean, you're hunching them or you're doing things to them. Like, I don't think I
yeah,
could be with somebody with a micro penis. Like, that's just not going to work.
girl, you know what, I feel like you just find something to like about over time. You just, I don't know, you just find, I don't know, I adore Stan. I think he's
Yeah, because
great.
I think there was a time you told me you liked someone's bald head and you liked licking it,
What?
like a cat. I don't know. It's a guy
Oh,
that had like some thin hair, but you liked his little comb over or
oh,
something.
I did.
And you used to lick it, and I was like, yeah.
And I think I don't remember the exact person, but I think I know what
Oh,
you're
I
talking about.
remember because they're weird, but I remember. He was like, I just like licking his head like a cat because he has this little comb over, and I'm like, what the hell? Yeah,
Yeah, that's something I would do. I'm pretty fucking weird, dude.
I would say you're unique. We're not going to use weird, but you're definitely unique.
Hey, being weird is like the
And
new cool. So,
any person that tattoos a cat in between their titties or underneath their titties is pretty damn unique to me. So
well, now it's on my thigh, and then I got
what
that covered with something else.
what the hell can you turn a cat into on your chest?
A raven. Another animal, girl.
What? You went from a cat to a bird.
Eventually, I'm gonna get my cats that I currently have tattooed on me. Eventually.
Oh no, not the cat that licks the dildo.
Yes.
What does Stan think about your cats?
He has allergies.
Oh my god.
but fortunately his doesn't get like super bad. So when he does come over, he can tolerate being over for a couple hours before like his allergies start kind of like really bothering him.
So you have
But
to get head pretty fast. Like
that's a
there's
good
no in
that's
between.
a
It's
good
like
one, because I don't know, like sometimes like I feel like sometimes he has to like initiate for me to like give him head. Like, not that like I won't do, not that like I'm like, oh, I don't want to suck his dick or anything like that, because girl, okay, Stan got it. Look, I was pleasantly surprised.
so what number would you give Mr. Stan the man?
Number in terms of what?
Is he a 6, a 5, a 8, 7, a 9?
Like in inches?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you want me to talk about Stan's penis?
Well, hell, the way you was laughing and giggling about it, like, oh my god, I was like, I don't even know what Stan's working with. I'm for
That's
sure the listeners do too. They are really into Stan now. They are looking for a Stan the man.
girl, shit, they better get them a Stan the man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would say maybe 6 or 7.
Okay, Stan. Okay, little average man.
Can we get a round of applause for Stan?
Stan the
Woo!
man. Packing and
Yay!
snacking on them sugar babies.
Yeah, but
Okay, Stan. So it's Stan Caucasian, right?
yes.
So is that still mainly what you prefer to date?
Honestly, I don't know what my deal is, but I just love me some white man. I don't know what it is. I just
Because
love
I think you are white with a tan.
girl. Bye. No, I'm black.
Hey, I'm just saying, though, as the Caucasians out there say they can be, they feel like they got black in them. Why not you just switch and be Caucasian like they want to be black?
No,
It works for everybody.
I,
But was there
I
a lot of
prefer.
black men on there?
There's not a lot of black men on
Well, I
there.
guess I can't get on the website. I ain't ready to cross over quite yet. I mean, Stan would have to look like my Stan. He would have to look like hell. Who's a star that I think is pretty?
Vin Diesel.
Oh, you know what? He's so bulky that it's not attractive any. Like,
What? Okay.
Paul Walker was my kind of
Paul Walker,
Caucasian.
yes. Oh,
Yeah,
he was
I definitely
so
probably would have
hot.
jumped his bones. And I'm trying to think like Victor Newman off of The Stories. I don't know his real name. Like he's like it had to just have this older, like sexy look to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I there's a couple of like Tamar's new guy. I don't like his haircut, but they have to have his like a little swag to him, like a little white chocolate. You know what I'm saying? A little white chocolate.
Some white chocolate.
Yeah, they
Girl,
have to
no,
have some soul in them.
I tend to like them pretty nerdy, actually. I like the white nerds. So
You like a pocket protector.
a what?
One that wears a pocket protector.
What the fuck is a pocket protector?
I'm speaking my age. It was a little, when they keep their pins in there, it was a little plastic piece that goes in there to keep it from leaking on their shirt. I'm telling my age. Oh my god.
Oh my god, girl.
Yeah, if you ever watched Revenge of the Nerds, they definitely had them in that movie. But yeah. So with Stan, you said there's not very many African American men on there. Do you think that once Stan moves, he will fly you out because he will miss using his fingers? And
honestly, I kind of hope so. I kind of hope so because he won't be too far from me. He'll be in a couple states over, so he shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be too far. I hope so. I really do because I
haven't
feel
talked about it.
Well, kind of mentioned it here and there. Like he kind of like jokingly, I guess, said, well, I guess I'll just have to fly you out to where I'm at, and I mean, I kind of was like, hee. And so,
it was a hee for me.
Yeah, I was just, I kind of laughed it off, but I mean, I don't know if that's something that like he'll actually do. It could very well be something that we end up doing.
I think because you guys have developed, how long has the relationship been, or the baby daddy, mama, or sugar baby, whatever, been going on? How long has it been going on for?
Oh my gosh, how long has it been going on for? A couple months at least.
Okay.
So maybe like
yeah, I think you will get flew out. Not maybe a lot, but I'm for sure there's gonna be some weekends where he's gonna need that ass. Like,
girl,
because you have to put a whole new ad in. You should go back on those websites and you should see if he changed his location so he can find someone in a new area. Ooh.
I mean, if he wants to do that, he can. I mean,
you would be okay with sharing Stan?
I would want Stan to be happy and content too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that would be fair to be like, oh, well, me all of a sudden becoming demanding of him. You know what I mean? And be like, oh, well, you can't, that's just like, that's not how our relationship
I think as a sugar baby, you don't have those rights. Like, you don't have that kind of control. I think you are really what he says goes, and that's what it is, right?
for the most part, that's kind
I
of
mean, if
how
you
it
want
is.
that money, I guess you have to listen to what he says.
Girl. Malibu.
Okay. Okay. So what do you look for in a sugar daddy? I mean, we might have some sugar daddies listening. I don't know who's out here in this world, but like, what do you look for in a sugar daddy?
Definitely, he has to have his own like charm about himself. He has
Okay.
to. He doesn't need to be no, looking like the Rock or anything like that. I mean, he can be a typical, average, everyday Joe. And but yes, he has to have some charm about himself, like he has to carry himself well. And I mean just like in terms of, just how he presents himself, just a friendly, giving, supportive person who cares, like not view it so transactional because, it's
Mm.
not. Every sugar relationship is different, and some are more transactional than others, but for me, I like the connection that I have with Stan as well. So definitely having a connection helps, makes chemistry, just makes it better. It makes you like, actually feel more like, yes, I totally want to fuck this person. So versus like, oh, this is a chore, it's like, oh
Mm.
no, so someone who that you want to fuck, of course, because eventually sex is gonna happen. So
Woo! Yeah,
I
it will.
mean, yeah, I mean, and of course having just agreed upon terms in terms of like, what you're looking for or what you expect and what, compensation and things like that. So it's been very
So does he
interesting. I
give you
never
cash? Do you get cash or how does he pay?
He cash apps me.
Okay. Yeah, claim that on your taxes.
Girl, no.
You're gonna see about that 1099 at the end of the year. They were like, sugar baby, it's time to file them taxes. No,
God
but
damn it.
I'm just really I'm intrigued by this lifestyle because I know I have got several inboxes to just my Instagram, my Twitter, that men are like, hey, are you interested in being my sugar baby? But then it becomes more of a spam, or it's pretty much a setup because they'll be like, oh, I only can send this money to you this way, and it ends up and like you only can put it in your bank account. So I figured a lot of sugar baby stuff was spam, but there really is a lifestyle out here for these people
Absolutely.
to get into it. And so are you looking, is this something that you would pursue for a while, or do you think that you feel like, how men used to turn hoes into housewives, do you feel like you can turn a sugar daddy into your man?
Oh, I thought you was talking about me turn this hoe into a
No.
housewife.
No, they're saying that it's an old saying. You turn a hoe into a housewife. Like basically, a woman that prostitutes, she's turned into like a man just falls in love and don't want to share that well used pussy with no one else. So I'm just saying, in your aspect, like, do you think there's like a possibility? Like, what if Stan wants to get serious with you? I
Oh
think
my
you would go for it because you love some Stan.
I wouldn't say the L word. I mean, I would say I adore Stan a
Oh,
whole
okay.
heck of a lot.
I can take that.
'Cause
You adore Stan a lot. A lot. A
yes,
lot.
I adore Stan a lot. But I don't know if we ever got to that point. I mean, I know eventually he said his company would probably move him back to Colorado after a couple years. So who knows where both of us will be at in our lives at that time. I mean, I kind of am hesitant about getting back out there and sugaring again just because ugh, I
You
mean,
don't feel like you'll get lucky like you did this time?
yeah, honestly, I really don't feel
I
like.
would be trying to make arrangements like, hey, Stan, I'm still need about 300 a month. So can we work this out somewhere or another? Because if he's flying you out and having to pay for it, that's kind of getting paid double. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, yeah, and so, like, we haven't really talked about that.
Well, baby, that
Or
move is coming real soon. I think you should have that
it
conversation with.
is. It is. It'll be here in like a month or two, I think. So
Oh, I think you are gonna drop a tear.
what is that noise? Did I click something?
What noise is that?
Oh my
You?
god, that's me. Oh my god, something's playing. I'm so sorry.
I can't hear it. I mean, somebody else might be able to hear something I can't.
Okay, girl, I don't know what happened. I accidentally clicked the button on my keyboard and like something started talking. I think it was one of these videos I have up.
Oh, you got excited thinking about staying and hit a button.
Thank God it wasn't porn. Woo. Girl.
If you guys haven't checked out episode 1 when D Nasty was my co-host, definitely go back and listen because this girl has some stories. She's got some sexcapades that are out of this world that I'm
I would
telling
say out of
you,
this world.
well, they are. Trust me, they are. But yeah, today we're just gonna stick to sugar babies and sugar daddies and how to find one. So is there a certain range? Like, do men have on there like I'm looking for a 25 to because
Yes,
I'm pretty old. So are they looking for a certain age range?
yes. They will put that on there. They will also put that they're looking for certain body types as well.
Ooh, okay. Look at them talking about they want this, this, and that. I
No,
need to
yes,
go to
girl.
I need to go to
Girl,
fatsugarbabies.com.
like they really do. They do that. Like they put out specifics about the kind of woman that they want. So
I
I
mean,
guess
they
they
are
can.
paying for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If everyone's paying for it, so I just look at it. I'm like, oh, not me. Next,
I
keep it
think I'd
moving.
rather be an escort than a sugar baby.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd be cool being an escort too.
Because
I like
I feel like the
places.
escort, you are their date, you go out, you get wined and dined, you are their you're on their arm, you're whatever companion for the day, the night. And I mean you still get paid pretty decent. I think I would rather been, but are you like, do you wish you did this while you were in college and it probably would have been a little bit easier to pay for things?
Oh, for sure. But I don't think I had the confidence back then. I didn't really have like the look. So, I mean,
What's the look?
girl, I don't even fucking know what the look is. I guess I didn't have like that that
I
thing
feel like
about.
you just didn't have confidence.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I mean, it's definitely different trying it out. Like I said, I don't know if I would like, once Stan has moved and everything. I don't know if I'm going to like get back out there and search for another. I mean, maybe I might do it just for fun, just to see, but I'm not going to take it seriously as I did the first time because like I said, I truly feel like I got really lucky with Stan.
So let's say Stan was staying in Colorado and you found this guy that you're just so smitten over and he wants to be in a relationship. Would you keep Stan or let Stan go?
Oh my god. I don't know what I would
Dun,
do.
dun, dun. What is your choice?
Well, we'll have to wait for the next episode and we will find out.
I was waiting on you to say Stan's not going nowhere.
What?
I was waiting on you to say Stan's not going anywhere.
Well, I have no plans on I mean, I fully anticipate to still connect and talk with him even when he's gone. So we'll see. But I mean, I'll also be doing my regular dating. So we'll see.
So, how much in this month and a half, or that you are been a few months, you've been talking to Stan? How much money, American coins, have you made off of Stan? Just a rough
Oh,
estimate.
don't say it like that off of Stan. I didn't make money
Well,
off Stan like that.
what what amount have you shared or Stan shared with you?
You want an exact number? Because I don't have an exact number.
No, I said an estimate.
I would say probably because it's only just been about 2 or 3 months, so maybe about a little over $1,000.
Wow, that's nice. About 500 a month.
I mean, sometimes a
So
little more.
is
It
the
depends.
air fryer your only physical gift?
What else? What else? Is that my only physical gift? I think so.
Do you ask or does he just give?
I don't really ask. It's just sort of like he'll throw some hints and I'll be like, "Oh, I do like that." And you know,
Has he brought you lingerie?
no, he hasn't.
Mm. What do you think Stan likes about you? Or what has he said he likes about you?
He said, I believe he said I'm shit, what word did he refreshing or something like that?
Was
I
that
think
beforehand or afterhead?
girl look. um he's he thinks I'm kind of quirky and he likes my weirdness and my introvertedness and he I mean I think he likes me for me and that and he also really likes that I make him feel good. So
Mm. So does he like do little gestures like smack you on your butt or rub
yes.
his hands through your does he rub his hands through your wig? Like does he get
Oh
intimate with
girl,
you?
not my wig, girl. Oh no.
Has he asked like, is this yours? Like
No, he has not. I think these white men know better.
are you his first black girl?
No.
Oh, whoa, Stan got a type. Okay, Stan. Okay. Well, you did say there's a. Oh, okay. All right, Stan. Stan
Yeah,
is the man I see.
definitely not his first. And I'm glad I'm
Okay.
not.
So he knows to keep his hands up out your hair. All right. Okay. Point your
Girl,
Stan.
look.
Point your Stan.
I think, like I
So
said, I think these men are getting better. I think they're getting better. They know better. Like,
I
don't
would hope so because I'd hate to see you act a fool behind that.
don't pull on my hair, please.
I could just see it erupting right now. It would be a hot mess.
I would be so pissed off.
So, your first time with Stan, how did he make you feel? Like, did you cuddle first? Did you talk? Or did you just look at each other's eyes and just felt it? Or did he say, hey, give me some head?
No, he definitely wasn't like that. It was just it was like, give him the eyes or he'll give me the eyes. You know what I'm talking about, the eyes. Like you just give that person a look like I want to do things to you look. And I mean
Oh, yeah.
sexual things, not murdering things. So, I think shit, where was I going? Yeah, so it was kind of it was cute. It was cute. It was just like kind of
Oh,
looks and for our first time, I think the first time I did just give head. And he just really enjoyed it and he went on about his way afterwards after a while and and he
I,
sent me some money after.
D nasty, D nasty. You still live up to your name, just enjoying life. So, how did you get him to do what? Smoke weed with you? How did you get this man to say, okay, I'll try it?
And then we had sex after, and that was great. That was fun.
Okay.
Girl, yeah, he got it from the back. I was like, yes, oh, this is what I need. Ooh,
Dang.
girl,
Oh
he
my
was.
goodness.
I be getting no top girl, you know what I'm saying? And he'd be like, woo, girl. He'd be like, I should bring my inhaler. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know. Like, you had
Not
asthma.
that you almost killed Stan. Oh.
Girl. I
Does
was like
Stan
really
eat
worried.
booty?
What?
Does Stan eat booty?
We never talked about the butt stuff.
I
No.
didn't think you would talk about it. I think he would just probably do it while he's back there.
No, he hasn't.
Do you work Stan's gooch?
His gooch. His booty hole?
Yeah. No, it's right above the booty hole, right up underneath the nuts. That little skin, probably
No.
about this. That's the closest men will let you get to that booty hole unless they like their booty hole licked.
Yeah, no. Me
How
and
do you
Stan,
not know this, D nasty?
oh my God. Like me and Stan, we don't get nasty. So
Okay, so you guys are more traditional.
yes, very. I would say in the bedroom, yes.
Okay. So how would you feel if Stan wanted, well, okay, I'm gonna ask this for the audience that's listening. So if Stan wanted you to peg him, how would you feel about that?
I would be delighted. I would be like, fuck yes, bend over, let me do what I do. Okay. Like, let me get to work.
Okay. Is there any, do you think that there's some sugar daddies out there, like they put that in their description, like love pegging or love being pegged, or is that it?
Honestly,
Did you come across any descriptions like that?
I don't think I did. Honestly,
I figured they
no.
probably wouldn't put it out there right away. They probably like wait a while to get to know someone and then decide to say something like that.
I think for many men it's like that. Like they just like they're not very open with that they like their ass eaten and stuff like that. So you have to kind of coax it out of them a little. Or, you know, typically if they ask me what I'm into, I'll mention the butt stuff. But as far as me and Stan goes, we just keep it pretty traditional in the bedroom.
Okay. So with Stan, does he make you feel like you're important? Like, does he call just to talk to you, or is it just really about sex?
We don't do phone calls. We just text
Okay.
primarily. So we text throughout the day. I like that. We do like a good
Okay.
morning and good nights and stuff like that. So
So he's really sweet. So he's not just like, this is what it is. That's all we are. Don't try to don't try to conversate with me outside of the sex. Just
right. Yeah.
but you actually have communication in like a friendship or of sorts.
For sure. Yeah. Like we legitimately talk about life things. And when I was going through my job search, he was like pretty supportive. And so that was nice to have that, support and have someone who cares. I definitely say he does make me feel like he cares for sure.
That's so sweet. It's like a nasty love story. Like
some freaky twisted shit.
Yeah, like you're his baby girl. You're his sugar baby. So does he like calling you that, or does he prefer not to use that term? Like, is he okay with you being like, I mean, I know he's on a website and stuff, but like, does he really like say my sugar baby, or does he say my D nasty? Like, does he call your name out during sex, or does he say my sugar baby?
He gives me a pet name, so he calls me Kitten.
Of course. What other name fits you? I don't see any unless he calls you Cat. But
no, he calls me Kitten, which is super cute.
And this man is allergic to cats, and you his kitten. Ain't this something? Well, this is so ironic. So ironic.
I love it. Yeah,
I just can't believe this is out here. This world is just, I mean, whoo! There's a lot of stuff out in this world. Yes, you don't know what I need to start being more open to stuff, because this is.
I have no regrets about it at all.
So, does your parents know you're a sugar baby?
They sure do.
What? How
Yes.
I even have to know how the heck did you drop that on your mom? Like, or is it she's
I
okay with it because it keeps you out her pockets?
I'm sure. um, how did I drop that to my mom? I don't know how I said, oh yeah, I don't know, but I just like, I don't know how I dropped it on her, but I was pretty much like, yeah, I have a sugar daddy. And she's like, oh. And so I tell her about Stan and stuff. And, she's been pretty accepting. I told her that he has to move and stuff like that. So, sometimes she asks about him. Oh, how's Stan doing? And I'm like, I'll let her know. Um, and then I
Shut
told her that
up.
he got me an air fryer. So
The
yeah,
mom asking about the sugar daddy.
yeah. So yes, my parents do know.
So what was your dad's like thoughts? Like, what did he say? I'm so
I
shocked about the mom, but the dad,
I
what did
don't
he?
know what dad said. I don't know if mom told him or not. I'm sure she did tell him. He probably he's like, oh, okay. Well, at least she got somebody taking care of her.
That part, I figured they would say that first.
Yeah, because I am a
Wow.
very expensive child. So
Yeah, you
I'm
are. Okay,
always
what about the sister? Because I know she can be, so what did she say?
I did not tell my siblings don't know.
Okay.
At
I'm for
least
sure your sister got one too.
she needs to get one. Last I heard, she does not. So
Well, she probably needs one. So you might want to hook her up with one.
she needs one, but she also doesn't really like to date outside her race. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's that could probably hinder a lot of things because I and this is not to be a racial thing, but I don't really probably foresee a lot of African American men unless they're like from Ghana or from a different region being a sugar daddy. I know like in different Nigeria, different countries, they have multiple wives, but I don't think they're considered sugar daddies. It's more like a concubine, the woman, or it's arranged or something. But I think it's just different in every culture. So,
Yeah.
um, I mean, we probably, like I said, escorting is kind of the same thing as this, that it's not usually ongoing. It's like one event or so, unless they want to rent you again. So, I mean, there's different terms for everything. Prostitution, I don't know. I mean, there's different ones. So, sugar baby is very delightful. It's just, I guess, who's doing it and what they're requesting and how the arrangement is set up in the beginning.
And who's
So you
involved?
mentioned that you didn't set a price. He just kind of gave you what he thought you
Yeah.
were worth.
Kind of what he felt like was fair, what he had been used to giving prior sugar babies. So I guess that's what he felt comfortable without breaking the bank. I mean, I'm sure he's got bills too. So
So
I'm
when
like,
you give him head, how much do you receive?
maybe like 150, I think.
And when you go full on and smother the man, how much do you receive?
Sometimes 200, 250. It
So he
depends.
adds about $150 to $100 to it.
Yeah.
So basically, you don't make any more than 200 to 250 on a visit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
I'm
mean,
gonna tell you to up your price. If you do this again,
I think if I do
uh,
it, I think if I do it again, I probably would like, now that I'm like familiar with it and I kind of know how it goes, I can kind of be, and I have more confidence in it. I can kind of like name have a bigger price because now that I know how it goes and stuff like that. And
mhm.
and I don't, and like I said, I don't think I may get as lucky in terms of just like the package, like I just think Stan is a just overall a good person, and I don't think you can get that with every person. You know what I
I
mean?
can
So
kind of see that.
yeah, so you just don't know what you're gonna get out there, because girl, some of these men are weird.
So I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes, not like long, but what would you tell a person that wants to be, if they're listening to this and they're like, oh, I've been thinking about being a sugar baby, what advice would you give a person listening that wants to possibly be a sugar baby?
Definitely check out Reddit. There's like a whole I mean, I'm not like promoting anything specific, but like Reddit was just super informative for me at least. There's a lot of personal experiences, a lot of tips on there. So there's like a whole subreddit dedicated to sugaring. I don't know the exact website name, but it's one of those subreddits. And definitely be confident in yourself. You have to have confidence, because the rejection does suck. And even if you are a 10 out of 10, you probably will still get rejected at some point by somebody. So you just having that ability to sort of be like, okay, I got rejected, but it's not the end. I'm gonna find me somebody. So just being able to maturely handle rejection for sure. And just be yourself. Uh, Otherwise, I mean, look at me. I'm pretty crazy and weird and strange sometimes, but even I found a sugar daddy, and I'm like, damn, okay, bitch, still got it, still got it.
Man, this is crazy. So, name the sites again that you feel that are very productive with finding one.
Definitely, seeking arrangement. That one is old and tried and true. I mean, you're still gonna find a lot of like fake profiles and shit like that on there, unfortunately. But that's just with any dating website, or online sort of thing. And sugardaddy.com was the other one I also
Now, are
used.
these sites free or do they cost?
When I used them, they were free. You can like upgrade and pay
Okay.
for like special features and shit like that, but I didn't do that.
Okay. So, do you have to put explicit pictures on there, or do you just put like a headshot?
Some women do. I mean, you can do, if you want to put a picture of you up in a thong and shit like that, you can absolutely put it on there. I mean, you can keep it however you want. I tend to I keep it like sexy, but that's just how I do. I keep it sexy. I don't have like full blown nudes
So
or
you
anything.
just have your titties in the screen, basically.
I do have the titties in the screen though.
I figured that part.
Always gotta have the titties in the screen.
Because you're not very, a facial like putting your. So that's why I was like, yeah, you probably just put your titties in the screen. So.
Oh, actually, no, I do. I do put my full pictures on there though.
Oh, okay, you was really seeking. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you went full out.
I put up my real pictures. I made sure I got verified too, because that helps for them to
Wait,
know,
how
like,
you get verified? What?
yeah, like on the websites they have you do send like a verification picture in
Oh
to make sure
wow,
that you're
they're
human.
protecting their money.
So I make sure that I'm at least verified on those sites too, so they know that I'm at least a real person. I'm not like a fake profile or anything like that. So that's why I also put up pictures of myself. I put up full body pictures, and I put like a little some introduction and something like that about myself on there, and go from there.
So if a sugar daddy was listening and he likes how you treat Stan and he wants to reach out to you, how would he be able to find Dynasty?
Oh my god.
It's a possibility. I mean, we are on all platforms. It's a possibility he could hear this and just love your giggle.
Yeah, I mean, I am pretty giggly. Let's just say if he wants to, he can reach out to Miss Lady Mo, and I'm sure you will
Let me
reach
put
out.
him in my inbox.
Yes, go straight to Miss Lady Mo's inbox, and yes, just let her know, and I'm sure she'll let me know, and then we can go from there. Thank you.
Well, I thought you would at least give your username on sugardaddy.com.
Well, oh, my username is Pretty Kitty, so there's that.
Y'all, just look for Pretty Kitty or anything with a kitten anywhere, and you'll find her. She'll be somewhere.
I'll be there somewhere.
Oh my gosh, it was so great to finally get D Nasty back on Life's a Comedy. Let's talk about it. For her to share her life and share her being a sugar baby. I wish you the best in that. I really hope that you find somebody outside of Stan. This was a great show, very informative. If you guys have any questions, email me at life's a comedy. Let's talk about it at gmail.com. Again, D Nasty, we appreciate you being on the show. We're gonna go ahead and end it now. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me, girl.
You are definitely welcome.